Okay, hello everyone. Today we are going to start our lesson with how to interact with user input using the function input. We have a variable called answer equal input function. The input function takes an argument, string argument. Let's say, what is your name? I'm asking the user to enter his name, and I am expecting him to enter his name, and his name will be stored in the variable answer. Now the computer asking me, what is your name? Asking the user, what is your name? I will tell him my name is Mohammed. So now the variable answer have the value of Muhammad. Notice that Muhammad is a string. Okay? But if we want to use the input function to get a numeric variable, a numeric value from the user, let's say x equal input, and I want the user to enter the value of x as a number, as an integer. So x equal input, enter the value of x. Okay, so the computer asking me enter the value of x. It will be 10, for example. Then the value of x is 10 as a string. Take care of the single quotes around the 10. So the type of x is a string. It's not an integer. Let's try x equal input, enter the value of x again. Okay, the computer asking me enter the value of x. I will type 25. So now we know that x equal 25 as a string. So if we try to multiply the value of x by 2, the result will not be 50, the result will be 25. Because x is a string. To solve this problem, we have a function called integer. The function called integer, we will use it to modify the definition of x, to say integer of the input function, to convert the string value that comes as a return value from the input function this string will be converted to an integer. So the x value will be an integer. Let's say x equal 5. So now we can say that we have an x as integer equal 5. We can check the type of x. It will be an integer. So we can multiply this value of x by 2. It will be 10. So the value of x divided by 2 will be 2.5, and so on. Okay? We have another function called float to convert the string value that comes from the input function to a float. So the string from the input function will be converted to a float number. So if we print that the value of x equals 23, for example, the x value will be 23.0, means that x is a float. If we try the function type, will give me the type of x is a float. Okay, so now the type of the variable x is a float. Let's try to convert 10 as a string to an integer using the integer function. Will be 10. Okay, we can also use the float function to convert the string 23.20 to a float using float function. Will be 23.2. But take care of this. If you used integer of 23.20, here you will have an error. Okay, here you will have an error because we have the dot inside our string. So this string 23.20 cannot be converted into integer, but it's accepted to be converted to float using the float function. Okay, let's have a variable called x equal 10 and variable s equal I have plus x plus apples. We will have an error with s because we cannot concatenate integers with strings. So to solve this, we have to convert the x value from integer to a string to do this concatenation. This will be happened using the str function. So we will modify the definition of s I have plus str of x plus apples. So now we do not have any error. So s equal I have 10 apples. We will modify the apples by adding a space. And now we have S equal I have 10 apples. So for now we can convert a string to integer or float. Also we can convert integer or float to a string. Okay? So for now we are done for this lesson. In the next lesson we will learn how to use numbers and math in Python. So see you next lesson and bye.